Namrata, what is the situation in Nepal at present when it comes to intercaste, intercommunity love? And are we having more happy endings now compared with the past?
Well, I wouldn't say we are having... Hello, everybody, first of all. I'm Namrata Sharma from Nepal, as I was introduced before. But at the moment, I'm actually speaking from India, because I'm visiting here with my family for a few days. I wouldn't say there are more happy endings. However, there's two angles to this question, Aekta, actually. First of all, I want to start with one very positive and very sweet love story of Nepal, which hasn't been written. But, as you all know, before 1990, Nepal was the only Hindu state in the world, as it's known. So intercaste marriage, and that too, with interreligion, interfaith marriages, very less and unheard of, okay? And so now that, I haven't heard many. There could be other interfaith marriages between Hindus and Buddhists, Hindus being predominant, then Buddhist, minority of Christianity and Muslim, below 4%. But marriages between Hindu and Muslim communities, very, very rare, even now. But I know two women of high Brahmin caste, Brahmin caste, but also very predominant Kathmanduites, very well known and all. Two women from my family itself, my relatives, fast distance, married to Muslim. And both of them I have seen are the happiest women I see, married women in Kathmandu. But when they got married, they were totally outcast, barred from entering homes of their parents, both mother's side and father's side, not invited in any events, But slowly, but they fell in love, they decided to get married, and they decided to adopt the Muslim culture, as the culture is once you get married over there. But as the time passed by, the older woman that I talked to you about, her husband passed away, but she's still happily in the Muslim community. But slowly the doors are opening for her. The younger one struggled a lot because her husband then went to work in Dubai and got injured and was fatally injured. But still the family was not accepting them, But you see, as the time goes by, what happened is one of her aunt, who was very well off and her children living abroad, liked this first cousin of theirs who had married to Muslim. And because the elderly couple needed care, the care economy is such that now the children are out, who takes care of the thing? And the first cousin was there who needed support financially and and a refuge kind of a thing. So apartment in the bungalow was given to her, you see. Now she takes care of her aunt and the uncle as her cousins are out, but she's still not let inside the house, because in Hindu communities, like if Muslims, especially the aunt is so much staunch Hindu that she will not eat anything touched by a Muslim. So that ostracization is there. But what she has managed to do is she has managed to create a space in the community, and slowly now she's being accepted and she's living there in the Hindu community with a husband who is very much welcomed. And most of the families actually have started inviting them and their child inside their home, so they're very happy. But what I want to say here, Aekta, I just want to show the social, cultural, and traditional shift in Nepal, As you know, in Nepal, when the communist movement were dying all over the world, the red flag was started coming very strongly from late 80s in the restoration of democracy in 1990 and establishment of Nepal as a republic country now, right? So what had happened is during this period, the left movement became very strong. And in the left movement, within the United Marxist-Leninist UML party and the Maoist party, what happened is a culture within the party was there that they have intercaste marriages. How much love was there and how much convenience was there is a question mark. But they call it a love marriage. For some, it has worked very well. But the stories are that the women struggled a lot, even in the left Maoist movement also, left movement overall, and even within the Maoist cadres, suffered a lot. The children suffered a lot. But but in the elite Nepali family now, even in Brahmin cultures, marriages between different religion, different class, caste, and structures are acceptable. But over there, education, economy, wealth is high. So acceptability is also high, you see. And, as education, economy predominates the power structure, where the power structure is strong, love marriages, intercaste marriages are very much accepted. Now I'm going to tell you a story, a very sad story. During the COVID period, when the Black Lives Matters movement was going in the West and all over the world, in Nepal, and I linked about these two incidents and I wrote also, a Dalit boy and a Chetri family girl fell in love via net. This is what the children, the youth of today do. They fell in love via Facebook, Viber, Twitter, and all that. So the Dalit boy and his family and his friends, actually, 4-5 friends, crossed over from, this is in a very far western region of Nepal, which is one of the most remote parts of Nepal. And so the Dalit boy with his friends came to get his sweetheart, but the rumor was leaked and the parents of the family heard about it, you see. So before he reached the spot, he was killed. And this was a big event, and we are still trying to get justice for the boy and his friends and the girl also, you see. So, you see, there's an interesting movement in Nepal going on, which has brought by the communists, sometimes I even call it the so-called left movement. There is change in social, religious, cultural structures. But at the same time, what happens is how much it is accepted and who accepts is the question.